What's going on, Blues? Welcome back to Life as Evertonian. And where do I start, Blues? The Forest game, the performance of the centre halves, and Tarkowski, Jake O'Brien, Nathan Patterson putting in a shift, Mikolenko, just the defensive unit from the Forest game to today, but all over the pitch. I can't believe how many times Everton have give away that ball today. Defensively, Tarkowski today, honestly, the contrast from the Forest game is night and day. Massive gulf in terms of the way that lad's played against Forest to today. He looked like a pub player. He looked like Sunday League. It looked like Sunday League. Sunday League in defence. And we just never, ever seem to recover from going 1-0 down. He's obviously, he's forced a pass to Miraburam. He's on at him. But the ball that he's distributed to Tim, just an absolute ludicrous ball to play. And he was playing him all game. Michael King, for me, didn't look fit. For me, David Moyes has got that selection way wrong today. Just really, really poor. Just honestly, Sunday League performance in defence. So shaky. So loose on the ball. Jake O'Brien at right back. Moisey. Everton. It has run its course. And it's highlighted today again. Today's result, today's performance, at home, we are a better away side. Let me get that in first. But that shift in play, that shift in performance, that result was worse than Tottenham. The 3-0 against Spurs. Worse than Newcastle, the 4 that we've conceded against Newcastle. Obviously Arsenal. But we are shifting some goals at home. I think, to think that we've conceded 4 today against Brentford let me add, we knew that were going to be a tough game, but we didn't envisage Everton conceding 4. And their strikers had a field day today. He's bagged an hat-trick. Igor Thiago, and Brentford playing in second gear, and they were just all over us in terms of being first to the ball. We were too slow. We really were too slow. I know Jack Grealish has got 2 assists today, but not enough balls into the box. And when he did whip one, Beto's gone and scored. David Moyes as well at half time. He's literally ripped up the script and gone with 2 up top. And we've got it wrong there as well, because Brentford have come out and they've got 2 goals in quick succession. Just an appalling performance from us Blues. I asked myself and I do this every single game when there's a negative result, when there's a poor performance. I think, what can I take from today's game as a positive? And it probably were the strikers getting 2 goals, a bit of a tune out of when Beto did come on. I thought Barry's second half were poor, even though he got his goal from another cross from Jack Grealish on the right-hand side. I guess Harrison Armstrong was the bright spot when he came on. He just looks a player. But everything today, the team selection was wrong. I think Dwight McNeil adopting as a 10, I think he is better. He's a better player as a 10. But should he warrant that start as a 10? I don't think he adds enough bite in midfield. He doesn't give enough volume. He doesn't get back enough. And Merlin Raw were doing that against Forest. So for me, it didn't need to be changed there neither. The only change I probably would have made was was Jack Grealish for Dwight McNeil. So this Everton team's performance today was at sixes and sevens. 6-7 is what these kids are saying at the minute. But it was really, really poor in ball distribution. So many players giving the ball away. No overlapping fullbacks. We haven't got any. Non-existent. Miko tried it a couple of times, but he hasn't got it in his DNA. He's not got it. Jake O'Brien's not got it at right back because he's a centre half. The team selection were wrong, Blues. It's as simple as that. And he ripped up the script, like I've stated, and he went with two up top in the second half, and that didn't work either. Obviously, got us 2 goals. Both strikers got goals from it, but absolutely awful. Brentford fully deserved the win. Everton at sixes and sevens making a ton of mistakes, and you can't afford to give these teams like goal starts, head starts, and set pieces. Our defensive unit at set pieces are just really poor at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. At the Hill Dickinson Stadium, we are poor at marking. We are poor at set pieces. We are giving goals away. We are leaking goals. There is a mentality shift that is wrong at home. We are poor at home. And we have got Wolves on Wednesday night. And we were looking at these games before this, leading into these fixtures, where could Everton push on? Could we be knocking on the door of European football? We are still on this roller coaster, Blues. I've said it in all my content, a lot of content. We are on this roller coaster, and this roller coaster ride with this current Everton team is just going to continue. We don't know what we're going to get from Wednesday night. We don't. What did I think we were going to get from today? I thought we were going to get something that was very similar to what we saw against Forest, but we a little bit more invention, but we didn't get that whatsoever. I was gutted with the team sheet, boys. I was gutted. I were. I'm sick of seeing Jake O'Brien at right back. Now, I know we've not got many options. Probably our best right back at our club is probably the best player at our club in Jimmy Garner. So Moyes has to find a way. He's got to rip up the script with Jake O'Brien at right back. Take Keane out the side. If he's injured, if he's carrying something, I know he's done a job. He's played well. But the pairing against Forest, Jake O'Brien and Tarky, were good. He should have reverted back to that. Possibly could have played Jimmy at right back. Could have featured maybe Merlin Rowe. Merlin Rowe came on, didn't he? And obviously, he adopted the right-sided position. Did okay, but Harrison Armstrong's there. He's going to be used and utilised. For me, he could have possibly started as a 10. It was just a wrong, poor, woeful, awful day of football. Not from us. Sorry, not from Brentford, but from us. I spoke to a Brentford fan on the way out, and really, obviously, they're really happy. They've loved and enjoyed the Hill Dickinson Stadium today. To see that stadium at full capacity. They've got a 17,000 seater stadium and they don't even fill it. They are punching. They are punching as a football club. But look where they are, Blues. They've pulled our pants down today. The striker on fire. Keane Lewis Porter. What a Potter. What a player. Strong in at centre half. Good keeper. Just really good, well drilled, oiled side who know all the jobs, know the role, and there's a lot of inconsistency with this Everton team. And that's what it's boiling down to. Yes, we went on that little run of four wins in 5. And you're thinking, can we build some momentum? These 2 games coming up they were the games to see if this Everton team can go on to the next level. It were awful against Burnley. We put a shift in. We pumped a serious shift in against Forest. We wanted to build from that today. And it's just I don't know, one step forward, two steps back. The market is open, Blues, and we're all saying it, we're all talking about it. We're having the conversations in the stands. We can see it. We're having the chats at the end of the game. We're having the chats when we're in the bogs. We need fullbacks. We need new fullbacks, attacking fullbacks. Tyler Diblin's been hurled off at half time. I didn't think he did too bad against Forest. I didn't think he did too bad against Burnley. But obviously, possibly a confidence thing for the lad. He's a young kid. He didn't have a great first half. But obviously, no offence again, but Jake O'Brien's not offering him anything as an overlapping fullback. It's coming to him and he's not feeling that he can beat his man. So he's bringing it back inside to give it to Jake to then probably get a bit of momentum and a bit of movement going. Nathan Patterson was building triangles because he's a forward-thinking fullback against Forest. He had a bit of a connection with Tyler in that game. Moyes got it wrong. Boys, I'm going to come on here tonight and say Moyes got it wrong. The shape of Everton were wrong. It was just wrong. It was what we saw tonight was the shape of Everton, how it were against Crystal Palace. And it's the same again. And it's just evident to see. We need players in this window, Blues. We need players. We need at least 3 players to come in this window, especially in those fullback areas. If you put balls into the box, and Jack needs to do it sooner, these strikers will get on the end of things. They've proven that today. Get the balls into the box. We need fullbacks to get out wide to offer support for our wingers and get balls into the box, Blues. Loose balls get picked up. Then your number 10 can pick it up. Kieran Dewsbury when he gets fitter. So Moyes has to learn from this tonight. He has to, because we've got to. I don't know. Just frustrating, boys. It's a frustrating watch today. A really, really poor display from Everton. And we've felt like this on numerous occasions now at the Hill Dickinson. We're not getting enough at home. We're not seeing enough at home. And when I look at teams like West Ham that came here and we got a draw, on Villa when they weren't in the rich vein of form, we got a draw. Tottenham weren't playing really well. They paggered us 3-0. Newcastle had not won a game away from home. They smashed us, put 4 past us. And Brentford are in and around us, and they've beat us really comfortable today on our own patch in second gear. And Everton are at 6s and 7s and making just a ton of mistakes. On the ball, defensively, off the ball, too easy. This is a ramp, Blues. So we go into against Wolves on Wednesday night. That ain't going to be easy, Blues. The most important thing for us in this transfer window is that Everton are active and we find some attacking fullbacks to improve this team, to give a better balance for this team. It's as simple as that. Blues, let me know your thoughts. We move on. And just an awful, awful day. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click that bell to turn on post notifications. All my links to my social media in the description. Feel free to give us a follow. Got a brand new Facebook page as well. I appreciate the continued support, Blues. We continue to move forward as a channel. And let's hope this Everton team can carry on with this roller coaster and we can get a positive result on Wednesday night, because we're crying out for 3 points. See you in the next one, Blues. Up the toffees.